Hey, I'm Herald sportswriter Manny Navarro here at 3:30 in the morning at FAU Stadium, where the Canes wrapped up a 44-20 win over the Owls to improve to 2-0. Most Hurricanes fans, though, aren't celebrating this win as if something glorious. With about 9 minutes to go in the third quarter, the score was 20-20, and most of us in the press box were pretty worried that this might be a really ugly loss for the Canes in the end. They ended up pulling it out. Mark Walton, Joseph Yerby basically led the way along with Brad Kaya offensively. The defense, which gave up more than 290 yards in the first half, finally picked things up and produced 5 turnovers in the game to turn things around. But in the grand scheme of things, if you're a Hurricanes fan, you're going into next week's game against Nebraska a little bit worried. This team doesn't look like it's really ready yet to take that next step. And although Al Golden and the players said they were confident that it felt good to be in a tight game in the third quarter, those were the words that they said. They said the guys were looking around in the huddle at each other in the third quarter when the game was tied at 20, and they were smiling because they said this is what it's all about. I can tell you fans don't feel the same way going into next week's game. So the Hurricanes are going to turn things around. They got to make sure they avoid having those breakdowns that they had defensively in the first half. You look at the replays, so many missed tackles, so many guys out of position. This is the defense that Hurricanes fans absolutely hate. Mark D'Onofrio's got a lot of work ahead of him in the next couple days. Offensively, the offensive line, there were so many points in the game where Kaya was actually feeling the heat, feeling some pressure. I think Trevor Darling at left tackle struggled some. In the end, I think Casey McDermott's probably going to get some more playing time this coming week. That's something to watch, as well as the injury to Darian Owens. He left in the first quarter with a right knee injury. We'll find out how bad that really is. But for right now, the Canes are 2-0 heading into Nebraska week next week at Sun Life Stadium. We'll see what kind of changes they make and if this team gets better. For the Miami Herald and for Susan Miller-Degnan, who's videoing this for me, and Maddie Ports from the Palm Beach Post, who's watching. It's 3:30 in the morning. It's time to go home, baby.